Hey guys, Juke here. I wanted to give you guys a deck profile of the deck that I ran at this year's North American World Championship Qualifier, which was a week ago now. Sorry, I've been really busy right after the tournament for a few days, but I wanted to give you guys a deck profile as soon as I could, which unfortunately, 6 or 7 days late. So, you probably already saw this deck on the other big channels like Inch95 or Asian Persuasion. The Prince of Cards, I think, is going to upload it. I'm not actually sure about that. It's fine, it's whatever, but I wanted to give you guys a deck profile for my own channel. So, like the title says, I got top 32 winning this Draco Slayer mat and the Minerva prize card. And it's a different version, I guess you could say, of the Steve Complex deck that I profiled a few weeks before the event. It just has a few changes. So, it's 41 cards, which is pretty funny, actually. So yeah, I'm just going to get into it. It's Pendulums. So the triple sorcerer, that's pretty obvious. It's like the best turn 1 play. Just so you can search out Joker and whatever. Speaking of which, Joker, 1 monkey board. I must have opened this card 2 out of the 3 games if I went to game 3. I don't know what it is. This card's the best card in the deck too. So the 1 good turtle, 1 lizard draw. Lizard draw got really cloggy with all these different engines, so I had to cut it down to 1. So you only do the Pog replay if you're in a really good position. 1 Phoenix, 2 Unicorn, and just 1 Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes is really slow, but if you brick and you have him, he gets your monkey board for next turn. Just 1 Phoenix because you play so many low scales, you don't really need more than 1. And I'd probably play 3 Unicorn, to be honest. Just so you make your Avion live, and it's just a high scale. So, Magician Engine, the Wisdom Eye, just 1 pit, 1 oath. I wanted to play more, but just drawing like a pit with like random cards is really awkward. You just like need 2 magicians, so I'd probably up the count, to be honest, in the future to make higher level monsters live. So, double Bambuku for Magic Specters, and triple Kieran, arguably the best monster in the deck besides Joker or Monkey Board or Sorcerer or whatever, but he is so hard to get over, it's ridiculous. Can't be destroyed or targeted, and it's compulsed during either player's turn, so. Yeah, Draco Slayers, 1 Luster, triple Master. I did not play Abductor. And the reason I didn't play Abductor is you don't play many spells, so usually it's just a blank scale 3. And with that knowledge, I just preferred Master because he can make Dinosaur. His scale effect's pretty good, depending on what deck. It's a beat stick, so yeah. People were really shocked that I didn't play Abductor, but who knows? I might test out in the future if I play more spells. 1 Eccentric. And by the way, I want to say Abductor, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just like in this variant, I just found it to be very dead, you would say. So 1 Eccentric, you cut it just because, it gets pretty awkward during certain points in the game. You don't really want more than 1, I guess. So 2 Ariante, probably my least favorite engine in the entire deck, just because I never got his effect off, maybe once or twice, but I just drew into the counter traps, which isn't terrible, but I'd probably just cut the Ariandes. The non-Pendulum monsters are just 2 Avion. Discard your 1 condition, basically. If you summon him and they don't have a way to destroy your scales, you can just keep pen summoning him. You're just going to waste too many resources, and you're just going to win. 2 Max E. This is the reason it's a 41 card deck. I mained it because I was afraid of PK Fire and Fire King Cosmos. Cosmos was one of my only 2 losses in Swiss. And PK Fire actually was a pretty easy matchup. Kind of realized that a little too late throughout the tournament, but Maxi was alright. So, spells, Eyes Fusion, getting a free Vortex by sending from your extra deck is great. Painful Decision, just to search out Master, certain situations, helps. The 1 Secret Village won me, I want to say all of my game 1s against Pendulums or Monarchs too. This is what won me my top 64 match. It's the best call I made all day because you play terraforming, so you can search if you want. So the 2 Iris, and the 2 terraforming. And I only played 1 Secret Village just because you don't need more than 1, and it's only good against certain matchups. So traps, triple strike, 1 warning. Like I said, never search him off Ariande, but it is what it is. Drawing into him wasn't terrible. So the extra deck, the tokens, the custom token. One Ignister, the only synchro, I never summoned it, but I never really played any Cosmos. I played 1 Cosmos deck, and I lost to it, so yeah. 1 Dinister, I summoned it a few times, it was perfect in those situations. It is 1 Vortex, I summoned it almost every game, or I should say every round. Getting him off for free is amazing. The 2 targets for his fusion. 1 Utopia Beyond with the Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. I actually OTK'd my opponent last round of Swiss just because he had a field full of Monarchs. I summoned him. It's exactly 8,000. Sorry about that. The 1 Paladin, just because I summoned him every game, just because it's a free search. But I only played 1 because if you summon him late game, you're probably going to lose just because you're not in the best position. 1 Honor Arc, I actually summoned it against Mermails. Works. Emerald, never made it actually because I never summoned Ignister. I never need to recycle it. But anyways, Direwolf, I think I summoned it once and I lost, so yeah. 1 Castell, it's pretty obvious. 1 Dweller, and 1 Kieran Gorgon. I was just afraid of Veiler, because if they Veil your Joker Sorcerer, kind of screwed. So you can redirect the Veiler to him. It's pretty cool. Speaking of which, side deck, triple Veiler. I was afraid of Monarchs. A little bit of Demir, but mainly Monarchs, for good reason. They knocked me out of the tournament. Yeah, what can I say? It was a good game. Congrats to him. But Veiler was fine. Standard, kind of. Double Sloth. So, this was, in theory, a Vanity Fiend that you could pen summon. But you kind of have to open it and go first against PK Fire or Pendulums, or else it's just dead and really awkward. Somebody actually Book of Mooned it one time to get around it. I haven't seen that card in years. So, spells, triple Twin Twister. Yeah, this is... I'm not sure how good of a call this was. I think I'd rather just play Typhoon, because you're only afraid of Anti-Spell. And this would just make you go, like, I guess more negative. So, I'd just play Typhoons or MSTs. 1 Secret Village, or I guess you could say the Secret Village that wasn't that necessary, to be honest. I just put it in just against Monarchs or Pendulums, but you have Terraforming, it's not that necessary. The 2 Restrict, 2 Iron Wall, and 2 Deflector. Biggest regret in the side deck. It's just, Monarchs have so many outs to these, it's ridiculous. And Typhoon doesn't block Magic Deflector. I didn't expect to see Typhoon this weekend. That was a card I was not prepared for. This says absolutely nothing for Typhoon. So, yeah, it happens. Magic Deflector, I wish put in more work, but yeah, the Monarch deck is just so powerful sometimes. And like I said, that's how I lost in top 32 to Domain Monarch build. So congrats to that guy. And yeah, that's the deck profile. Overall, had a very fun time at the event. Overall ranking was 16th. And Swiss have finished 25th, going X2. Yeah, it's a very long tournament. 12 rounds of Swiss. But I had a lot of fun. I'd do it again. And I did get a Met, and most importantly, I got a Minerva out of it. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to, I guess, comment any questions or suggestions or anything about the deck. And I'll see you guys later. I'm planning on going to ARG Rhode Island in August, so I'll probably do a deck profile of that, because I think some of the metal foes come out by then. So we'll see how that works in this deck. Anyways, thank you guys. Peace.